Shalom, give all praise, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, and men in the truth on down, having this truth of knowledge, so we can have this truth of knowledge. Throughout Yahweh Shem Yahshua for putting the spirit of the men in the truth on elders and apostles and the men in the truth on down. So we know this truth of knowledge. We can learn this truth of knowledge and call holy Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashim Rakakadash. Give all praise, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashim Rakakadash. It's going to be related to scriptures relating to advice concerning women. I'll read some scriptures relating to women, good women, bad women, virtuous women, wicked women. Let's get started. This is on Sirach. This is the GNT, which is the Good News version. No wound is as serious as a wounded love. No trouble are as serious as trouble that a woman causes. The scripture talks about rather be with lying with a lion and dragon than with a wicked woman. So that's what that goes into, man, because a wicked woman causes much sorrow and misery, man. No suffering are worse than the suffering that caused by people who hate you. And that's a wicked woman, man. So a wicked woman that hates you, man. There's nothing more painful and relating to that suffering of that, man. I'm gonna read that again. Number 14. No suffering are worse than the suffering caused by people who hate you. No revenge is worse than revenge taken by an enemy. No poison is deadlier than the poison of a snake, and no anger is deadlier than the anger of a woman, man. So a wicked woman is more deadlier than a snake, more vicious than a lion, more vicious than a dragon. It's even literally caused some to be put to death. A wicked woman has put men in prison, has literally set them up to get exterminated, or worse, put or in the grave, man. So that's a true statement, man. Number 16. I would rather live in the same house with a lion and a dragon than with a bad wife, and that's what I was going into. That bad wife is a woman. A woman, and when you look at woman, means servant. She's a servant to a man. For the head of every woman is a man, and the head of every man is Yahweh Shai, and the head of the Yahweh Shai is the Father, the Son, man, woman. And how a woman honors the Lord is by honoring her man, man. That's how you honor both the only begotten Son and the Father, man. I don't do too many lessons relating to women because, you know, the sensitivity of the society and a lot of other things, but, you know, sometimes these scriptures have to come out. Personally, it's not really one of my things to, you know, I'm more of a prophecy guy, you know what I mean? But, you know, sometimes you have to bring out scriptures like this once in a while. Let me see where I leave off at. Number 17. When a wife is in a bad mood, her expression changes. Her expression goes to her appearance, man. Her countenance change until she looks like an angry bear. That wicked countenance. Her countenance goes to her appearance, man. She can change like night and day, man. When that happens, that's trouble, man. Her husband has to go and eat with the neighbors where he can't hold back his bitter side. So her husband, you know, I mean, he's in pretty much in straight conditions, man, with difficult conditions, man, and really because of the embarrassment of his woman, man. So he sighs because what he has to deal with, man, and that's relating to her, man. That's what that goes to. Here we go. I'm going to continue reading. Compared with the troubles caused by a woman, any other trouble looks small. So everything else compared to the sufferings with a wicked woman is minuscule, man. It's nothing, man. It's on a very small level, man. May such women suffer the fate of sinners, man. A quiet man living with a nagging woman is like an old man climbing up a sandy hill, man. So it's pretty much a very bad place for that man, man. You know what I mean? And that nagging woman goes to a nagging wife, man. For example, coming home to that, dealing with that. That's suffering the curse itself, man. All right, 21. Never lose your head over a woman's beauty. So don't fall for a woman's beauty, man. Don't be head over heels. Scripture talks about many men lose their wits over women, man. Paraphrasing. So they lose their wits, and that goes to their common sense. And that relates to also relating to the beauty of a woman, because with the beauty of a woman, they lose like their common sense, man. So the wits goes to their common sense, man, cause over women, man. Let's read that again. Never lose your head over a woman's beauty, and don't try to win a woman because she is wealthy, man. So don't lose don't lose your head over a woman. Don't lose your wits over her, relating to her beauty, because that could be your downfall, man. When a man is supported by his wife, there is sure to be arrogance, anger, arrogance, and humiliation. Let's read that again. When a man is supported by his wife, there is sure to be anger, arrogance, and humiliation for that man, because a man is the head, man. The head of every woman is the man. But Scripture talks about, I believe, Jeremiah 31:22, that a new thing on earth, that a woman is going to compass a man. So a woman is going to be in the position over a man, because this kingdom allows women to be in a position of power. And sometimes they're going to be in position of power where they're going to rule over men, dominate, for example, in male dominant positions, where they're going to make more money than a man. And that might make some men, relating to their insecurity, feel a certain way, because that woman might make a certain amount of money. So he might feel anger. He might feel a form of humiliation or a low self-confidence because of that. I'm just giving that as an example. Number 23, a bad wife will make her husband gloomy and depressed and break his heart. His heart is his mind, man. That's a wicked woman, man. Show me a timid man who can never make up his mind, and I will show you a wife who doesn't make her husband happy. And that's a wicked woman, because she don't make her husband happy, man. A wicked woman doesn't make her husband happy, man. It's quite contrary, man. 24. Sin began. Here we go. It's an important verse here. 24. Sin began with a woman, and we must all die because of her. Sin came through a woman, and because of her, we all died, man. You know what I mean? That was her lot, man. She was made to be deceived. Scripture says, the deceiver and deceiver are his, man. So the one who deceived her is his, and the deceiver, one who was the deceiver, one who deceived her is his, and one who got deceived is his, man. That's what that scripture goes to. So in the point casing, the woman was made to be, her lot was to be deceived, because she's the weaker vessel. So she was made for sin to come through her, man, to be deceived, be beguiled by the serpent, which is a man using a subtlety, having a snakish type way, man, because he's subtle, man. He's more subtle than the beast in the field, man. because he's very crafty, man. He was used to manipulate and trick the woman to compromise her, to ultimately compromise the man and compromise the nation of Israel and compromise pretty much the collective with sin, man. Scripture talks about Maccabees 7:32. We suffer because of what? Sins, man. Sins ultimately the reason why mankind goes through what they go through, man. It's that simple. Don't let a bad wife have her way, and that goes into don't let a woman give her freedom to gad abroad, liberty to gad abroad. Liberty is freedom. Her freedom is deadly to a woman. That's like a little kid. Just tell them to go run around, do what you want. That's like a woman's like that little kid. You tell her to do what she wants, she'll go destroy herself, man. That freedom is a death sentence for her, man, in a matter of speaking. Let's read it again. Don't let a bad wife have her way any more than you will allow water to leak. A leak is giving water a passage. That's what that is, from your cistern. If she won't do as you tell her, divorce her. So give her a bill of divorce. And that's what that goes to. That's what that goes to, man. But don't give a woman to give liberty to gad abroad, man. You know what I mean? The reason is for that because she'll destroy herself, man. And a good example of that is the woman being deceived. But man is at we're the head, so we're at fault because we didn't keep the woman in line. You know what I mean? She's the weaker vessel for a reason. You know what I mean? So the man, the head of every man, the head of every woman is the man. So really the man is in charge of that woman, man. That woman goes under the man, man. This is ancient way, Eastern way, but that's how it is, man. So in a matter of speaking, the man is just as equally or even greaterly responsible for Eve to go off, man. Because if the man was kept Eve in order, it might have been a different situation. But from a deeper aspect, from a biblical aspect, it was meant to happen this way. Let's go to number 26. This talks about a virtuous wife. 25 is talking about a wicked woman, man, a wicked wife. A husband is number 26, GNT again. A husband of a good wife is a fortunate man. A virtuous woman is a privilege and a blessing if a man get that. And there are women out here that like that, man. So to get one, that's a blessing, man. That's what that's saying. He will live twice as long because of her. So he's the longevity of him because she's a good woman, man. A fine wife is a joy to her husband, and he can live out his years in peace. A virtuous woman, with a good woman, you live in peace, man. Everything's happy. You know what I mean? They say something stupid in the world, happy wife, happy life, you know what I mean? But if both sides are happy, everything's happy, man, in a matter of speaking. A good wife is among the precious blessings given to those who fear the Lord. Whether such men are rich or poor, they will be happy, always looking cheerful. So being blessed with a virtuous wife, a woman at peace, and most of all peace to her husband, because a woman is a servant for her husband. So it would be to his benefit, man. He has a virtuous woman, man. A wife that's very cooperative in a manner of speaking. There are 4 things that scare me: vicious rumors spread among the town, gathering a gathering mob, false accusation, which goes to bearing false witness. These are all worse than death. But a woman jealous of another woman causes headache and grief. Her tongue lashes out at everyone. And that's that catty stuff, man, between the women. You know what I mean? You know. So that jealousy breeds strife, breeds contention, etc. A bad wife is like a yoke that doesn't fit. So it's like having that chain and yoke upon you, man. Trying to control her is like controlling a scorpion. A scorpion is a deadly thing, man. A drunken woman is an infuriating sight. She can't conceal her shameless behavior, man. You can't tell an unfaithful wife by the bold and flirting look in her eyes. That goes to her haughty looks and her eyelids, man. Those pretty much cum lashes, man. Them long eyelashes, that goes back into prehistoric, back in ancient time. You know what I mean? If your daughter is determined to have her own way, keep a close watch on her. So, you know, and this goes to a woman, a daughter that's ashamed to her father, man. Remember, a woman that gads abroad, a woman, don't give her women passes or liberty to what? Gad abroad, man. Give her that freedom, because that freedom is going to be her danger, man. If your daughter is determined to have her own way, keep a close watch on her. If you don't, she'll take advantage of any chance she gets, man. Because all she needs is the freedom and most of all motive and opportunity, and she'll do it, man. So that's why he said keep an eye on her, man. Because that freedom is a dangerous point for her, man. If she is too self-willed, be on guard and don't be surprised if she disappoints you. She'll spread her legs anywhere for any man. This goes explicitly. This is sexually explicit. Let's read it again. Number 12. This is 25 and 12 Ecclesiasticus. This is GNT, which is the Good News translation. She'll spread her legs anywhere for any man who wants her, just as a thirsty traveler will drink whatever water is available. So that thirsty traveler will get whatever is available to drink because they're thirsty, and that woman will spread literally for any man. That's the spirit of a harlot and an adulteress, man. A gracious woman is her husband's delight, and that's a virtuous woman. Her ability to make him a stronger man. A wife who doesn't talk too much is a gift from the Lord. So pretty much that holds that peace, man. She's restrained and admirable. That's self-control beyond words, man. Modest. That's the key word, modest, man. A modest wife has endless charm, man. It is a quality too precious to measure. So it's a gift, man. It's a gift to have that, man. And it's a rarity, especially in the days and times of this generation and in the time of this society, man. A modest goes to pretty much a very humble, meek, humble wife, man. The beauty of a good wife in her well-kept home is like a noonday sun shining in the lower sky. So it's a breath of fresh air. It's nice, man. It's nice. Her beautiful face and attractive figure are as lovely as the light from the sacred lampstand in the temple. And like its gold shaft set on a silver base, and her shapely legs and strong ankles. So it's basically something that's good, man. Very good, man. It's very it's very beneficial, man. Very beneficial. I want to go to Proverbs 9. We'll go to that real quick. Proverbs 9 and 13. This is a quick lesson. I want to go to 9 and 13. Stupidity is like a loud and ignorant, shameless woman. So that relates to a woman being loud, ignorant, simple, loud, simple, and shameless. She has no shame, you know. She sits at the door of a house on a high seat in the highest part of town. This relates to her looking for her next victim. You know what I mean? She's sitting out there for a reason, man. She's sitting out there to see if she can get to her next victim, which is the bystander that pretty much walks on by, man. Let me finish up this. And calls out the people to people passing by who are minding their own business. So she's looking for these ones that are passing by, man. She's scoping them out and see which ones she can get, man. Come in, ignorant people, to the foolish, she says. So she's trapping these individuals. They have unaware that Scripture says that our victims are in the depths of hell, man, pretty much in the grave, man. You know, I want to get that. I'm gonna finish this up. Come in, ignorant people, man, because they have no idea. Because they're charmed by her beauty, her looks. So she knows that they're gonna be victims, man. To the foolish, she say, stolen waters is sweeter, and stolen bread tastes better. And that relates to something that should be forbidden and not allowed, man. Illicit and forbidden, man. For example, of her being an adulteress, man, because she has her husband's gone, and she's doing these things, man. So she's committing these adulterous acts, which are forbidden, man. You know what I mean? These are forbidden and, you know, relating to certain things, man. In the ancient times, adultery, you'd be put to death, man. Yeah. Her victims do not know that the people die who go to her house, man. That the people die who go to her house. That those who are already entered are now deep in the world of the dead. So they in that grave, man. So their minds will be dead because they committed adultery, man. So, you know, so with this woman, and this woman is probably a woman who has somebody, man. So she's doing certain things, man. This relates to wisdom and stupidity. You know, man, I'm going to get the regular version. Get the regular KJV and read that. Nine and 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She's loud. She is simple, ignorant. She knows not, foolish, folly, and knoweth nothing, man. So she's simple. She's ignorant. She lacks the knowledge and the discernment. For she sitteth at the door of her house on the seat in the high places of the city. So she's sitting in there to do certain things, man. To call passengers who go right on their way. So people who go on their way, minding their business, as that scripture states. Whosoever is simple, who's ignorant, let him turn hither in. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith unto him, stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant, man. And that's that forbidden, pretty much things that's forbidden that should be done, man. That's what she's doing. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell, man. That's what that is. So that's why the scripture says many men go out of their wits for women and do not lust after a woman's beauty, man, because sometimes, as they say, a big behind breast and all that stuff can sometimes can be your death sentence, can be a trap, man. It may look good, but everything that looks good on the outside may not be good on the inside, man. You know what I mean? So, and the point is, this is related to scriptures relating to women, you know what I mean? Because women really, on certain levels, are a lot more craftier, more methodical than men, man. You know what I mean? They're a different makeup, they're a different breed, man. So they actually more, as far as figuring out how to do certain things in a manipulative way, women are actually more advanced in that aspect than men. Men and women are different breeds, man. That's why we're different, man. You know what I mean? Just to keep that in mind, you have wise women. Scripture talks about they're wise to do. For my people are sottish, which is foolish. They have not known me. They're wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. 4:22 of Jeremiah. So in this case, both men and women, they're wise to do evil, and the woman's very wise to do evil, especially a wicked one. Very wise to do evil, but to do good, sometimes they don't have no knowledge. You know what I mean? Or at least pretend not to. But like I said, this was just something short relating to advice concerning different types of women, the good, the bad, the wicked, the virtuous. Hope it helps in some way, whoever listens. I want to give all praise, Yahweh Bashem Yosha, Bashem Rakakadash, Zayah Wolf, Shalom.